As you know, I stay with questions because I see things and I be having thoughts about it. And I want to know, I think that our sisters are being unreasonable and delusional. But I want to know if this is unreasonable and delusional, or is it a real thing? Check it out.
You want to keep being the nice girl? I'm going to tell you exactly what being the nice girl gets you. Absolutely nothing. Call me materialistic and arrogant all day long because I want more, I want it all, and with strategy, you can have it all, and so can you.
She said it, I didn't. And for where I sit, women seem to want everything. Follow me. I had a TikTok live, and my question was, why do women want everything? Why do women want it all? And I got pushed back like, that's not true. But then as you start to ask about the things they want, they can't stop going. And then if you ask them about what they missed, they make sure they say, oh, well, they figure out a way to incorporate that as I left that out. So let's just be real. A lot of men today feel like no matter what they bring to the table, it's not enough. Not because they're not doing anything, because they're doing things, but because the list keeps growing, growing, and growing. The standards for men nowadays is no longer one lane, two lanes, three lanes. It's all lanes. It's not a good man. Because they get labeled as simp suckers, ran over betas, all type of other different. A good man is just simply not enough. Average man is not enough. It's just not enough. And I don't understand it because most people are what? Okay. Now it's more be financially stable. Nah, be rich. Or above average. Even though most people are average, including men and women. And dogs, hell. Be emotionally intelligent and stable. Be confident, not arrogant. Be available, but not too available. Be ambitious, but yet have time. Be strong, but sensitive. Be amazing in the bed. Be well-rounded and be physically appealing and attractive. And I rarely ever hear about God or spirituality. But throw that shit in there too. And that's a light list. I left so much out. That's not a run roll situation. That's multiple roles in one person. Perfection, non-existent. Secondly, there's no trade-off culture anymore. At one point, choosing a partner meant accepting flaws. You got this, but you don't have that. I appreciate this more. I interviewed a young lady. She said he got 80%, but she was focused on the 20. Now, everybody feel like they can have it all. The ladies feeling like they can have it all. They want you to have a career. They want your full attention. They want a career. They want your full attention. Independence and leadership. Interdependence, no. People don't even know what that really means. Excitement and stability. If anybody getting relationships where they're compromising, they feel like they're settling. I must say this is a level of delusion and illusion. And nowadays, the comparison to who men are being compared to is a global phenomenon. Before you wasn't compared to the globe. It was just more so how your counterparts feel and how you move in your environment, how the people around you, what your circle look like. Nope. Now you compare it to celebrities, you compare it to influencers, you compare it to athletes, you compare it to high earners, you compare it to models, you compare it to presidents, hell, you compare it to pastors. It's a light list. I can keep going. You compare it to everybody. Different qualities and different people, you have to embody all those. Delusion. So people will make it like it's not direct, but subconsciously, listening and talking to women for the past several years, these are facts. He's competing with visibility. And this is insane. That's why whenever you see people behind closed doors going through so much, people be like, whoa, what you surprised for? We people. We humans with human behavior. Stop it. Attention has changed perceived values. That's what attention has done. A woman can get constant attention without a certain level of commitment, without commitment, if we're being honest. So with that mindset, it becomes, if I can get attention from this level of man, why should I settle for less in a relationship? Even though attention is not a real investment. It's really nothing at the end of the day, as opposed to people getting paid. Well, how does that facilitate a relationship? What are we putting first? Stability now is expected instead of appreciated. It's not appreciated. This is what you're supposed to do. Never understood that. But that's a topic for a later date. Providing, protecting, being consistent, those used to be defining traits. Now, they baseline. You don't get credit for them. You just get judged if you don't have them. Y'all see where we ending up at? If we break this down. This is where we at. This is what men go through on a regular basis. Don't you be over the average. You could. This is the narrative that get pushed. Emotional expectations have increased while reducing others. Men are now expected to communicate on deeper levels. His emotions, he needs to be aware. He needs to understand not some of the feelings, all of the feelings. He needs to be able to handle conflict with ease. You know, like slap it, just do that and shit just, I'm just telling you guys what. But none of the traditional expectations disappeared. They stacked. Everything is stacked. I never heard these many conversations about this and you this and you that and you don't have this and the 100 grand and your little wee. Like it's insane. The ideal man has become a hybrid. Not just a provider, not just attractive, not just confident, but all in one. Everything combined, which statistically creates delusion, but a very large expectation pool. Looking out there, criticizing what God made and acting like he made something else. You work hard, you apply yourself, you become above average. You born with a certain talent that you don't cultivate, nurture, nourish, and work towards. You could be possibly below average. And people don't look at what's realistic for them. It's what they feel they deserve. Delusion. Feelings don't calculate no damn odds. You getting out here, you complaining, why aren't you getting those results? We have to ask these questions. You got a small minute of men that's delusional, but men accept their fate. They know where they at. Period. Unless you're dealing with some mental things, but it's a difference between wanting a great partner and wanting a complete package with no gaps. It's a big difference. And that's where these lines get blurred at. You're not getting the all-inclusive package with no gaps. Even when you go over to Jamaica, you get that all-inclusive. Something is still going to be missing. So when men say women want everything, what they really reacting to is the fact that we living in a world where the expectations been so stacked so high. The standards is everything at once, at one time. Or am I big cap? Like, comment, share, subscribe, tap in with us, support the movie, go get that ebook. Holla at you in a minute.